Hello everyone. Hope you watched the previous video of rate part 1 and attempted to the questions what I've asked you to do. Now it's the time to check whether your answers are correct. So one by one, let me discuss and see how you all have worked on it. Okay, starting with the question number 1. Let me see what are they trying to tell about it. Calculate the speed of an aircraft which flies 1200 kilometers in 4 hours with uniform speed. So in that, the aircraft has traveled 1200 kilometers within 4 hours. So what is the formula we are going to use? Speed is equals distance over time. So 1200 kilometers over 4 hours will give us 300 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now let's move on to the question number 2. Now what are they trying to tell us in that? If a child runs 200 meters in 40 seconds at a uniform speed, find his speed in kilometer per hour. The question is given us something to do with meters and seconds. But we still go to the same formula of speed is equals to distance over time. So 200 meters over 40 seconds will give us 5 meters per second. But the question is not asking the answer in meter per second. They want it in kilometer per hour. So how are we going to convert this? The meaning of 5 meter per second is within 1 second, 5 meters he has gone. So 1 hour has 3600 seconds. So we calculate for 3600 seconds and convert into kilometers by dividing by 1000. So we can see these zeros will get cancelled. 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 36 divided by 2 will give us 18 kilometers per hour. Okay, come let's move on to question number 3. Let's say on a certain day an electric train moving at a speed took 6 hours to travel distance of 300 kilometers. On another day, the train took 8 hours to travel the same distance. Find the difference between the speeds at which the train traveled during the 2 days. So in that, first you can understand that there are 2 different type of speeds they have used. So on the day 1, speed is equals distance over time. 300 over 6 will give us, on the first day, it's 50 kilometers per hour. And on the second day, you can see, has gone the same distance. That means the same of 300 over 8 will give us 37.5 kilometers per hour. Finally, the question asks the difference between the speeds. So 50 minus 37.5 will give us 12.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, come let's see the 4th question. How long will it take an aircraft which travels at a uniform speed of 300 km per hour to fly 4,500 kilometers? So in that, they are asking about the time. But we use the same formula, speed equals distance over time, and we substitute the correct values. So in that way, it becomes 300 is equals to 4,500 over t. So time is equals to 4,500 over 300 will give us 15 hours. Okay, question number 5. Find the distance in meters that a car which travels at a uniform speed of 48 km per hour covers during 30 seconds. Now, this is something different. 1 kilometer if it travels 48, 1 hour 48 kilometers. So 1 hour means 3600 seconds. They are asking the answer in meters. So we convert it to meters. It will be 48,000 meters. So 1 second. Then for 30 seconds, 48,000 over 3,600 multiplied by 30. We can see these zeros will get cancelled. Then 3 times, or else we can say 12 times 3, 12 times 40, then 3 times 1, 3 times 10, 40 into 10 will give us 400 meters. Now let's see the sixth question. Moving on to the sixth question. A bus travels for 15 minutes at a speed of 40 km per hour, and then it travels a further 30 minutes at a speed of 70 km per hour. Calculate the average speed. So when we are calculating the average speed, first thing we have to find the total distance traveled over the total time taken. So the first 15 minutes we can see 1 hour 40 kilometers. So for 15 minutes, 40 over 60 into 15 will give us 10 kilometers. Likewise, the second 30 minutes with a speed of 70 kilometer per hour. So 1 minute, you find 30 minutes, 70 over 60 into 30 will give us 35 kilometers. Therefore, average speed is equal to total distance. 10 kilometer plus 35 kilometers over 15 plus 30 minutes will give us 45 over 45, 1 kilometer per minute. But we need it in kilometer per hour. So 1 minute, if it is 1 kilometer, 1 hour has 60 minutes. So it's 60 kilometers. Therefore, the final answer, the average speed of the bus is 60 kilometer per hour. Let's see the last sum of the exercise, the seventh one. If the time taken by a train to pass a signal post is 10 seconds when it is traveling at a uniform speed of 54 km per hour, find the length of the train. Now, when we are doing this, come let's see how this signal post and the train's behavior. Now let's see, there is a signal post here. There's a train. Now this train, for it to pass the signal post, that means this whole train has to move out from the signal post. That means this length totally have to be brought out. So when they are asking us to find the length of the train, so we have to calculate the distance that the train traveled. So the distance traveled by the train will be equal to the length of the train. Understood? Now in that way we know how to do it. 54 km per hour means 1 hour 54 kilometers. 1 hour has 3600 seconds. So which is 54,000 meters. Within 10 seconds, 54,000 over 3600 into 10 will give us 150 meters. Therefore, length of the train will be equals to 150 meters. Hope you understood the questions and got hold of all the answers correctly. With this, we have come to the end of the rate part 1's answers. So next video will be with the answers of the rate part 2. Stay tuned and subscribe the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.